I find it enjoyable when it's easy to find everything's where it should be, or where you think it would be. It's a logical layout.
Definitely plenty of space, and I like clear markings. I like to be able to see where I want to go as soon as I enter the store.
Clearly signposts I find, and the layout, definitely.
I like B&Q's layout because you can see the signs, everything's in sections.
I've got to know where things are because it's a time thing as well, especially if you've got kids.
I quite like Marks and Spencer's. It's nice and big.
If it's all separate, I can choose when and what to do.
I like zoned off, baby zone especially, and electrical, so you can bypass them if you want to, but you can go straight to that area.
I do plan meals for the week and I try and take a list. I very rarely only get what's on the list.
I try to make a list, but most of the time I just go and just go ad hoc really.
If I know I've got to do a large food shop, sometimes I will peruse around some nice things first, like the clothes.
I really like the thought of the new zone layouts because I can go in, if I'm in a rush I can just do my general shopping, I can head straight for what I want, get what I want and get out. I've also got the option when I've got the money and the time to go and browse in the other areas for the clothes and everything else.
Meal Solutions needs to be everything for one meal, give you some inspiration.
If you're stuck for a family meal, you can buy sort of ready-made potatoes that are already peeled with mince and sauce, and it's all in one section.
You need to know what goes with what, and sometimes you haven't got time to think, so if that is definitely a part that's lacking at the moment.
There is nothing like the Meal Solutions at the minute. You're kind of thinking it, apart from say any recipes that they put in the magazines, it's all just, you know, you're coming up with the ideas and, you know, by yourself, so there's no real solutions at all at the minute.
Meal Solutions would definitely put Asda up there. I would say on a par with Marks and Spencer's. I think that would definitely gain some interest with people.
It's different from the competitors because they don't do anything similar.
I don't see that much in other stores, or like even like I mean the only place I do see it sometimes is like Waitrose or maybe more sort of high-end brands.
Replenishment zone, that's where I would pick up all my bits and pieces, my cupboard stuff as I would call it.
There are certain things, you know, like daily replenishments, you need them no matter what. They don't need to be made extra attractive because you're going to go and get them anyway.
If you just want milk and bread, you know you're going straight there, you've got your milk, your bread and you're out.
It's going to make shopping a lot quicker and easier. The non-food section is where I could go to buy clothes for myself, the children, my husband. Could also look for games, presents, gifts.
I think if they made these changes in non-food, I probably would make more of an effort to go to an Asda store so that I could sort of have a nicer time shopping.
I think it'd do loads better because people like to, you know, shop in that environment, and especially when you're going for clothes, feel like it's not really a supermarket's clothing brand. You're actually within somewhere like a Debenhams.
If it looks nice and it's inviting, shall we say, then I think I'd be more tempted to go and look at the clothes than I am now.
Say if you want to go in for Christmas lights, you're not having to go all the way through the store looking for them. They're going to be all together within the same eye-catching area.
As long as they don't go really over the top, I think, you know, go for it.
Even if they do make it more eye-catching and appealing, we still know they're going to get the Asda value.
They're running, say, a special inspirational section. There's still the Asda value alongside more expensive Asda style stuff, so that you've got a choice.
Because it's Asda, they do this price guarantee thing, so no, I wouldn't worry. And they would do it to a point where they would fit it in to the budget, because that's what Asda's all about.
If you've got that little added element in a store, you're more likely to go there.
I don't think you'd be able to beat it, to be fair. I don't think you would. If it's structured as it is, with this fabulous idea, I think the other supermarkets are struggle.
The changes to non-food will change the way I shop, because obviously if it is more like a department store, you're more likely to go and get all your clothes there for the children, rather than then, you know, doing your weekly shop getting maybe a few items and then going to the high street.
If it's a nicer environment, I probably will end up spending more.